How's it going? Armour Pants here, another funny video for you, isn't it? Supremacy tips, what to do, what not to fucking do and all that shit. Because, you know, I've been playing Supremacy there a bit recently and, geez, there's some awesome fucking muppets out there. So, let's talk about Supremacy in a bit of detail and what you should be doing, what you fucking shouldn't be doing. And kind of key skills you need to play Supremacy, right? So, firstly, Supremacy, do you play it? Because if you don't, then you can just turn this fucking video off now. Fucking useless for you, isn't it? But if you do fucking play it, let's have a talk about it, right? And think about what you should be doing, right? The Supremacy adds dimensions to the game. In many ways, it makes the games more complex because it's not just simply driving out and killing the enemy. You know, you got to actually think about getting to a points tally, right? 1,000 points. It's like the difference between drafts versus chess, or as you say in America, checkers. Although in the UK, that's where the Prime Minister lives. I know it's confusing. Now, drafts versus chess, or checkers versus chess, right? They look like the same, they play to the same board, but completely fucking different, right? Much more complicated chess. Now, you need to get to 1,000 points of Supremacy, or kill the enemy. So you've got 2 dimensions to the game as opposed to 1 dimension in normal encounter games. Now, first thing, therefore, because you need to get to 1,000, can you count? If you can't count, don't worry. Unless you're over fucking 6, in which case a big fucking problem. Turn off this video and go and get some fucking help. But also, don't play fucking Supremacy if you can't count. Just a tip. But you need to be able to count, because you need to be able to get up to 1,000, right? So when you see the counter at 800, start fucking doing something different than what you're already doing, right? Because you're going to fucking lose, right? Capturing bases, that's what it's about. This is the key to the fucking game, right? Don't be fucking driving around like a fucking headless chicken. You got to capture bases. And if you're in a light tank or a med, you're fucking important to the game because your heavies can't get around the map, right? I was playing the IS-3 Defender the other day. Fucking guy in a light tank is driving around like a headless chicken wanting me to go across the map to cap. It's not possible. And watch the fucking scores, right? Even if you can't count, surely you know one number is bigger than another number, right? So fucking watch that, right? When it's going up, do something. It's about decision making. It's not just about damage. Don't be driving around trying to you know, damage the enemy when you're fucking losing on points. Go and fucking cap, especially if you're in a light tank or a fucking medium tank, right? And running away is okay, right? Because capping is the key to this map, right? Not fucking attacking the enemy, right? Now people say, oh, you're a coward. How can you be a coward driving a fucking pixelated tank around a pixelated map? It's just nonsense. And also, just remember, just because your tank's up in the game doesn't mean you're winning, right? Doesn't mean that at all, right? The fucking score means whether you're winning or not fucking with how many tanks you go up. And tip, check the reds list before the game, check the setup. If their meds or lights are gone, you're on your own. You own the bases, right? So if you've killed all their reds, so continue to all the red lights and meds, and you own the bases. So check that during the game as well, not just to start. And if you're losing, start capping. Here's a tip, by the way. Once you start capping a base, the enemy ceases to get points from it. Remember that. So it's not about, you don't have to fully capture it. That stops them getting points. Therefore, if your tank's up but your points down, split up and move around tactically, right? Don't fucking just all stay together like a fucking herd of sheep. And don't just follow the reds around like fucking headless chickens. That's how you fucking lose Supremacy games. And in the game that we're going to look at here, you'll see that that's how the reds lose the game, because they all follow me around like headless chickens. You need to think, assess and reassess. And if you're not a fan of thinking, turn off Supremacy. Play fucking something else. You know, or count your fucking fingers if you can fucking count. Let's assume you're a person with discriminating tastes and higher intellect. After all, you do subscribe to my channel. So let's have a look at the gameplay here. The T23E3 ran Temple on Supremacy game. And now we're going to look at some basics of Supremacy play here, and also the mistakes that the Reds make and why they lose when they're actually 4 tanks up at the end. Sorry, 3 tanks up, 4 tanks against 1. Me on me lonesome. So firstly, right, I am going to drive towards C, but I'm going to try to scout and spot as well, right? So just don't drive directly towards the base. Get yourself spotted up and smashed. It's always better to go slightly to the side or beyond the base, so that you can spot and scout out, you know. So don't go blindly towards it, you know, like the headless chicken that we fucking referred to earlier. Although headless chickens are blind, I am aware of the irony of that statement. But anyway, let's proceed. So now I've scouted up. I know the FV&K is there. I'm not too worried about him. I'm a tier higher than him. Better rate of fire. I know I can out DP him if I come face to face him at the base. But I think he's decided to Scarper, and now I am doing what you should do, capping. Key task. It's what Supremacy is all about. You know, capping is kind of like your pension, right? You should do it as early as possible. Because once you cap a base, it starts giving points to your teams. Therefore, the earlier cap, the easier it is to reach 1,000 points, isn't it? And the more bases you cap, simple, isn't it? It's not fucking rocket science. Yeah, and it's just like your pension, because you start your pension when you're earlier. No point starting your pension when you're 50, is there? Because you're going to end up eating dog food out of a fucking tin when you're retired, and fucking doing your own surgery with fucking cheap alcohol, and fucking can't believe it's not paracetamol, 100 for 199. So like your pension, fucking cap early, you know, cap them bases as early as possible. Start investing into that little pension fund, which is the 1,000 points that we need to win Supremacy. Now I'm going towards B, going to come up here, Freddie Mercury around right up the arse of that V&K that we spotted earlier. You know, he's not having a good day at all. He's getting multiple rounds up the arsehole there, getting delivering rounds all over the place. His arse has ended up like fucking looking like a Japanese flag. And he's not happy at all, is he? But he's going to be even less happy because they're going to lose this game. Now, going to pop one into the IS there. Nice one. Now, I was tempted to go towards B, but I didn't. Why? Because there's a fucking whole load of red guns looking at B, so don't fucking do that, right? Capping bases is good, but you have to use your fucking head as well. Don't just drive fucking towards them like a fucking, you know, fucking Thelma and Louise at the fucking cliff at the end. You gotta fucking think first, right? There's a Vindaloo round right at the arsehole for him. He wasn't happy with that. Set his arsehole on fire. It's like a Vindaloo and a few points to even. Oh, Frodo round, because like the little hobbit recently had his ring destroyed. Oh, what fuck? Nice shot. Nice snap one off there. Nice one, T23 E3. Even though you sound like a character from Star Wars, not a bad little tank. Got a full review on it on the channel, by the way, if you want to have a look. Anyways, Star Wars characters coming up here now. I'm going to fuck up this SU. He's going to have a bad day as well. Going to get around him, and once you get past him there's nothing you can do. He's no turret, he's fucked. He's like, you know, do you ever see one of those little birds, you know, when they're up nest in a tree and the mother just fucks them off, fly or die? Well, yeah, well that's what he's like there. He's like the bird with no wings, deliverance round straight up the arsehole, fucked. Nature's point of cruel, isn't it? Yep. Anyway, so moving on here, now we are 4 tanks to 3 down. So what am I going to do? Well, I am thinking this is a Supremacy game, so instead of driving aimlessly at the Reds, trying to take them out, I am going to take their base. Why? Because, firstly, I cap A. It gives my team more points, gets us closer to that 1,000 golden mark, right? And you can see we're down on points here. Plus, taking base A stops the enemy team getting points. Remember, once you start to cap, they stop getting points. It's like you stop your pension contributions. No more fucking money in the bank. Now we are 3 tanks, 4 tanks to 2 down, so things are looking decidedly sticky. Put a round into the KV there. Now, here's a more decision time coming up here, more decision making, because I can stay here and I can pump rounds into this KV. But look what's coming. Fucking everybody, cavalry, fucking you name it. Charger Light Brigade, fucking General Custer. Now it's decision time. What to do? Well, tell you what to do. Get the fuck out of there. Or as the shepherd said to the sheep, let's get the flock out of here. So it's time to run, Forrest, run. Get the fuck out. There's no shame in it. As I said earlier, you can't be called a coward because you're driving a pixelated tank around a pixelated fucking environment. What is cowardly about that? You know, it's not like you really fucking die or really kill anybody. So people call you a coward really need to get out more or get some fucking medication or some counselling or something. Now, these lads here, they're all over me like cum in a prom dress now. They are fucking going for it. But they're not using their fucking brains. They've got 1 base capped. If they go and get A and then go after C, they'll stop me getting points. I can't win. I can't take them off. I can't take them on. Take them off. Sorry about that. I didn't know what the fuck he's talking about there. I'm hardly going to take them off now, am I? Even though I am armoured pants, I could take my pants off. Anyway, I digress. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, I can't take them on. So I just got to fucking run. It's the only option. Now they've eventually gone for A, but I still have C. That's too fucking late. 1,000 points. I can see here, take a breather, hide me ass. There we go, let's have a look at this runaway again. Fucking getting me ass pounded here. Multiple rounds up the arsehole, getting deliverance rounds. My arse is like a fucking Japanese flag myself here, but I managed to get away, escape, because I used my fucking brain. And breathe. Relax, and let the victory come. If you build it, they will come. There's my arsehole now like a baboon's, fucking red and fucking raw. Ouch, multiple rounds up the arse, that fucking hurt. But, well worth it. because now I can sit down and I've also won. Good game, Reds. Not really. Fucking stupid, wasn't it? Anyway, should have capped. Learn your supremacy. That's how to do it. Anyway, there you go. A few lessons on supremacy, a few lessons on what to do and fucking what not to do. Like the Reds there. Don't be fucking chasing me down. Go and fucking cap. Then you would have won that game. You know, 4 tanks to 1 up. No, we're not going to do that. We're just going to fucking all chase him like headless chickens. And headless chickens, well, like their heads, they lose. Alright, cheers Mush. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers now. Take it easy. Smell you later. Oh, by the way, somebody was complaining about, you know, me using bad language. I don't fucking care. Let's listen to Thomas Benjamin Wilde. He's going to summarise exactly my feelings on this subject. Take it away, Thomas.
I tried, and I tried even more. I cried, and I can't recall what for. I pressed, I pushed, I yelled and begged in hopes of some success. But the inevitable fact is that it never will impress. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have runneth dry. I've tried to go fuck shopping, but there's no fucks left to buy. I've no more fucks to give, the more fucks I've tried to get. I'm over my fuck budget and I'm now in fucking debt. I strive to get everything done. I play by all the rules, but I very rarely won. I've smiled, I've charmed, I would have laughed, alas to no avail. I'd run round like a moron to unequivocally fail. I've no more fucks to give, my fuck fuse has just blown. I've been hunting for my fucks all day, but they've upped and fucked off home. I've no more fucks to give, my fuck rations are depleted. I've rallied my fuck army, but it's been fucking defeated. The effort has just not been worth the time or the expense. I've exhausted all my energy for minimal recompense. The complete lack of acknowledgement has now begun to go, and I've come to realize that I don't give a fuck. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have blown away. My fucks are now so fucked off they refuse to fucking stay. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have gone insane. They've come back round and passed me while they're fucking off again. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have all dissolved. I planned many projects but my fucks won't be involved. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have all been spent. They fucked off from the building and I don't know where they went. I've no more fucks to give, I've no more fucks to give.